You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and I'm getting to the Kenner's new, well, it's definitely not new, Big Burger Grill. Grills with one ordinary electric light bulb. So we did the other grill and I made breakfast. This one here, I'm going to make lunch. I plan on making, well, I'll surprise you what I'm going to make. But let's read some of this here. It says, now grill and enjoy your drive-in treats at home. Hamburgers, hot dogs, pancakes, cheeseburgers, grilled cheese, and other delicious eat-out favorites. Makes all you see here and more. Use mom's meat, dairy products, and relishes not included. It's quick, it's easy. Safety features built in. Red light signals when grill is on. See-through cover protects while cooking. Grease flows in a removable trap. And then this is everything that came in the set. Now we have pretty much everything that came in the set. On the outside you'll see these little packets. And everything was made from these packets if you didn't want to use the real food. So let me put the lid back on so that you'll see the box. It's huge. So this is over probably 2 feet long. Now all the side panels are exactly like this. Even these end panels are pretty much the same. There's even an original receipt on this side down here. It says stationery $5.99. So this is number 1490. And let's see if we could see the exact year. 1967. So when I come back, I will have a top-down view inside this giant box. All right, there you go. That is inside the box. I'm going to say it's as pretty much as a complete set as you're going to get. Now, some things might not be in the place they originally were, but you get your little bowl. You get a spatula. Ooh, a nice metal spatula. You get a measuring spoon. There's stuff like this. The salt, a mini salt. And then buns. Like this was a powdered mix to make your sandwich buns. There's a pancake mix, blueberry, and then a regular buttermilk pancake mix. And I cannot use these. There's mustards, and that's what they look like. And little ketchups. Okay, they're powders. So you would just mix them. And then syrups. And then the last two are onions. Okay? Dehydrated onions. You'd mix that into your meat patty, I think. The original instructions. And then the main unit. So, and look at that, it's got a nice little Big Burger Grill protector over this plastic lid that opens and closes. So when I come back, I will have it all set up and we'll take a look at the grill itself. All right, so this is the grill outside of the box. I mean, this is the blue bowl that you saw on the inside. So it's very much like other bowls that we've used. You get your measuring teaspoon and then this neat little spatula, which is metal here and plastic here. So I'll be able to work with my food. Now here is the grill itself. Now this thing is pretty powerful because it has a 150 watt light bulb in it, which is much bigger than any grill we've ever used before or easy bake oven, except for the ones that had the dual bulbs. It's the biggest single bulb, and that just lifts up, okay? And then I'll show you the back because I can show you. This is the little grease tray that we're gonna have. Then this is the actual pan. And then inside here is where the light bulb is. I will show you. See that in there? So that's a 150 watt kitchen light bulb. So it's real easy just to slide your tray in. And I had this on for a few seconds and you can tell that it's gonna be hot. And then you just set this in place. And then these little pins on this side and this side lock into those little holes. And then you saw this here, only I didn't show it to you good enough. It has a hole in it where the grease will drip down into this cup. So that's how that works. And there's not much more to it than that. It's just a cooking machine for kids. All right, so what I need to do now is come back with everything I'm gonna need. We'll make our first lunch. I'm making first lunch and second lunch like I did the last video for breakfast. So let's get started. All right, here we go. This is the booklet, so I'll get to show you what I'm going to make today. But I wanted to have this available to anybody that wants to read it. I'll just leaf through it quickly, move my hands out of the way. You can pause and enlarge or zoom in. And I did want to show you the rings. This is how the buns are made. And this is with the metal piece that was in there that I did not take out and show you. But you'd shape these to the shape you want. And then let's keep going here. We're coming up to my first lunch. I'm making hamburgers. I've got everything I need off to the side. And this kind of shows you all the things. You could even make scrambled eggs and ham. I'm guessing with a 150 watt light bulb, icebox cookies. And if you use a cornmeal mix, and then there's the back. Okay, I am all set. I will come back now and we'll start making hamburgers. All right, I'm getting excited now because I get to make hamburgers. I haven't had lunch today. This will be my lunch. I'm actually making sliders because you take a 1/4 pound of meat and that makes 4 burgers. Now, as you can see, the light is shining through this little red window here, so you know the grill is on. It's been warming up. So I'm gonna move in here now and get closer to my mix, and I'll have to wash my hands after I get my patties made. So remember now, it called for the original onion mix, which I didn't have. So I'm gonna take some of my own creation. It's a little onion and a little garlic. I'm just gonna probably do 2 spoonfuls of that. And then it calls for a little salt. I'm gonna put salt in my meat patty here, okay? And uniquely enough, it wants you to use the salt on the grill to keep things from sticking. So now I'm going to just, I'll use a spoon. How's that? I'm going to wash my hands anyway before I'm set touching everything. Ooh, it smells good. Now you don't want to work this too much. You want the meat to still have some, you know, chunkiness to it. Okay. Ooh, I smell the garlic. It smells good. So this makes 4 patties. So let me just see if I make this into a roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make them into balls. I'll put them on a plate here so I get the right size. So there's my slider. 2, 3, and there is 4. Now, recommended to make them as flat as possible because, you know, they're going to grow. So I'm just going to flatten them out. No other binder in there, you know, no breadcrumbs, no egg, just straight up meat patty. There's 1. First time I've ever made a meat product with you. This is a pretty cool grill where you can grill foods like this. The other one didn't have you grill actual uncooked meat. It was more of the processed, pre-cooked stuff. Remember that on the sausage patties? There is 3. All right. I'm going to wash my hands. I will be right back. I think these are set. I'll be right back. Well, I am all set. See my arms there? They are set. I am set. It said to grease the griddle with salt. Now, I pre-vegetable oiled the griddle too, so that's your non-stick element. Hopefully we get a nice sear on our first patty. I'll do one now. Just, ooh. Okay, we'll put the lid down. Actually, I'm going to hold the lid like that. The lid will not stay up on its own, so I'd have to make it so that it would stay up. So what I'll do is, well, I'll tell you what, I'll close it for now because you'll be able to see inside there, right? And then the next one I will have it so that I can keep the lid open. So we'll just let it cook a little bit, and you know what, I'll give it about a minute or 2, and then I will flip it. But it sounds like it's cooking real good. Now, as I see, when I see that's browning up the sides, then I'll flip it. A 150 watt light bulb, that's a big light bulb. So that would definitely hurt you and burn you. Now let's just check for see if it's stuck. Oh no, it's actually pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to let that cook a little bit longer. Maybe I'll hold it like that. It just looks better when you can see right in. The lid is more of a safety element, and I think we can go without it for just a little bit. Okay, so now you see the grease is going back to the little catcher back there. I made sure that was all set just right. And I think this would be a good time to flip it. I see the brown's coming up the side. Let's see. All right. There we go. So I'm going to let that cook now. And then when I come back, we'll take a look at it. I'll give it like 2 more minutes on each side. I didn't really give you a time. So I'm saying 2 to 3 minutes, maybe a little bit longer on each side. So I'll be right back. All right, so it's been the right amount of time. Now I don't push my burgers. It seems kind of nice and moist actually. So I'm going to move that one off to the side. What I'll do is I'm going to wipe down the griddle. I'm going to come back and do another one for you. All right, so I'm going to get ready here, put a little bit of my nonstick salt down, and I'm going to try to put a few more on, maybe 2 on at a time this time. One back there, but I'm hoping I can squeeze one in here as it cooks down a bit better. And I have my lid, so it shouldn't come down on us. If it does, it's going to scare me. So what I'll do is I'll just let that cook a little bit on camera for you. You can just watch it. All right, that was a minute. I'm going to flip them. I think the last burger, I'm going to add a little more meat to that one and make it a little bit bigger. They seem like the perfect slider size, but I want it to just be a little bigger. So when I come back, these will be done. I will put them on my resting plate. That's what this is back here. I'll wash all my plates and then I'll build some burgers. But I want to cook one more for you and make it bigger. So I'll be back. I almost forgot. I wanted to make these 2 cheeseburgers. So I'm going to put that cheese on. It's been about 30 seconds. So that should be good. Do you want to watch that? All right. I'll just let the camera go and we'll see how the cheese melts. You know, it might be better with the lid down to keep in that heat. There we go. All right. You should still be able to see. Actually, if I come in from here, you'll have a nice shot. So let me reset my timer. And I'll go another minute, and I'll just let the camera go so you can watch the cheese melt. All right, I say those are ready. So I'll move them off to my plate, off to the side. Nice little cheeseburgers. And then I'm going to let it heat up a little bit. I'm going to wipe this down. I'll come back and we'll make that bigger burger. All right, the last one. Here we go. And I'm going to put my salt down. And this one's twice the size as all the other ones. And you will see it's going to take up most of the griddle. All right, so how about we just see if I can set it like this again. I had to put little clamps on the back hinges. Alright, so I'm going to set that for a minute. It's taken about a minute, minute and a half on each side, which isn't too bad. Alright, that was about 2 minutes. Let's just flip this big burger over, huh? Oh, nice. Looks like it's cooked halfway through. So I'm going to put a bigger piece of cheese on this. Let me grab it off to the side. And here I go. I'm going to let it cook just a little bit before I put my cheese on. But now I've got a much bigger slice. I almost want to put 2 slices. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit for about 30 seconds without cheese. And yeah, I guess I'm just going to leave in all the cooking time so you can see everything and watch it. So we'll have skip times for anybody that doesn't like to sit and watch everything. Because after this, I'm going to make my grilled cheese sandwich. Alright, it's been about 25 seconds. So the cheese is going to go on. Here we go. 1 slice. And I'll put the lid down again so you can, so maybe it'll help the cheese. Here we go. It's still okay looking through the plastic, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to go another, say 30 seconds, and this one's going to be done. Alright, that was a little longer than 30 seconds, but I was just watching it from the sidelines, eating a piece of cheese. There, how's that one look? That one looks good. Alright, let the grill, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to come back and I'm going to build my hamburgers now. Okay, so I have what are called slider buns. They're smaller, but I still think for the first few burgers, here, I'll put a cheeseburger on there. There, it's been sitting. I guess it's not too bad. And then I will put some mustard and ketchup on my bun top. And I know everybody does it different. So you probably have your way of doing it. Okay, there is burger number 1 top. And then maybe I'll put a little piece of lettuce on this one. And then a tomato. And I'm stacking them this way because they just fit better. And a pickle. So there's burger number 1. That looks pretty good, huh? Push it down. I'll set that in the back. It's okay, it's all clean. Burger number 2. This was a cheeseburger. Okay, that was another one of the smaller ones. This one I'm just going to do an onion burger. You ever had that? With a pickle. Yeah, that looks good. With just mustard, no ketchup. And if you're wondering why I put the mustard in the red one and the ketchup in the yellow one, it's just so that you could see it better. Okay. There's burger number 2. And number 3. Now this was a non-cheeseburger. So it's just a patty. And I'll cut one open so you can see. No cheese. Plain. With a pickle. I'm sure there are people that like their burgers just like that. No ketchup, no mustard. And then the last one. Now this is the big patty. Oh, there's my spatula. This one's a little warmer because this is the last one out. Doesn't that one look good? Perfect size. And I'm going to make this one ketchup and mustard. Now yes, you have the squirt bottles and you can squirt it on. I just wanted to do a little bit different. Lettuce. Oh wait, I'm going to do it this way. A big piece of onion, a tomato, a pickle, and then the lettuce. That's how I built it. All right. I will come back. I'll have them all on this plate here, and I'll cut them open, and I will try them. All right, here we go. This was the onion and the pickle, just a regular hamburger. I'm just cutting so you can see inside. I don't want to cut them all, but then you can get a look at how nicely the meat cooks. See, very nice. I would say it's medium. I'll take a bite of this one, though. I'm hungry. I'm sorry for making everybody else hungry, but I'm going to give it a shot. Very tasty. That is good. And then, here, I'll do this one here, the big one. I'm just going to take a bite out of this big burger. Doesn't that look good here? Let me just show you that burger. I would say out of all the burgers, to me, this one looks the best. Look. What do you think? Do you like all those toppings? The pickles, would you put extra pickles? All right, here I go. The big one. I need to get a drink. I wish I had French fries. All right. There we are. Lunch number 1. Really good. When I come back, I'm going to make grilled cheese sandwiches. All right, so I have my bread, my cheese, and my butter off to the side. Let's move this off there. Let's move this there. And I was going to make standard, grilled cheese sandwiches. But then I remember we had some cutters. Here's one. It's the Wonder Sandwich Sealer and Decruster. So So I thought, why not try something like that with a grilled cheese? No crust, and it seals like a pocket. So let's do it, huh? Let's get it out. Okay, there's the two pieces. All right, first things first. Fill the center of the sandwich with preferred contents. Okay, well, we want to fill it with cheese. Now my grill is warming up. It's been warming up for about 4 minutes. It gives us time to get some sandwiches ready. I could just grill them all. Okay, let's see. What's the first cut? That's what I want to know. So the big one is the first cut. It gets all the crust away. Let's see. Pull crust. Okay. Fill the center sandwich with contents. Pull crust away. Done. Apply pressure to outside frame. Oh, then you put the two together. Well, we'll see. Let me just get my preferred crust in there, or items. I'm going to make it so that it fits a little bit better, because we are going to cut some of this away, so I don't want to lose too much of my cheese. I don't think one piece of cheese is enough, do you? I'll just kind of rip it in a couple spots and load it inside. Okay. All right. There's our first one. All right. Fill the okay. Okay. Fill the center of the sandwich with preferred contents. Oh, apply pressure to outside frame. Okay, so these go together like this. Let's make sure we can get as much crust. Apply pressure to outside frame to cut the crust of the sandwich. Repeat by applying pressure to inside frame to seal bread and form sandwich pocket. Pull away crust and you are set to go. So outside crust first. Well, here we go. It's the first one for me. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so the outside is cut, and then seal the edges with this one. Look at that. I would say that's pretty good. You got a little breach there, but I think that one's going to be okay. Let's just give it a little butter so we can grill it. Okay, and I'll wait to butter the other side. So that one is set. Should we make one more of those? Let's do it. It's not often we're together cooking, so let's do it. Maybe I'll put a tomato in one. Are you a grilled cheese and tomato fan? I know a lot of people are. Well, maybe not a lot of people, but some people. How's that? That's a lot of cheese. I'm gonna just do one cheese on this one, and then the tomato from my burgers. Yeah, I had some left over there, right in the middle. It's like making my own little hot pocket, huh? All right. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Okay, and then seal. Look at that. That's cool. All right. And now, sure, you're not going to be able to brown all the edges, but we're good there. All right, so there's 2 of those. I'll clean up my crust. And then we'll try something different here. We have a Minnie Mouse cutter. Let's give that one a shot. I don't know if it's going to work, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to give it a try. So it looks like if I maybe cut both pieces and then stack it and build it after. Let's see. Let's just see how this cuts. Oh, wow. It barely fits. You need a big piece of bread for that one. Okay. Just cut around the edge. There's a Minnie Mouse. Wow, you really need some big sliced bread. I'm not sure if even Wonder Bread would work on that. Okay. Let's flip this one this way and this one this way. All right, put some cheese in there. I gotta get some in Minnie's ears. Do, 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 do. And then inside this area, I'll probably try to squeeze it just a little so it sticks together. All right, that's one piece of cheese. And then we want this to go this way. Okay, we're gonna lose some of her bow, but at least we have a shape. All right. I will butter one side. This will be the side that goes down first. I have a few more cutters. We'll try. I'll probably clean up my buttering after I get set here. I still have more time for the grill, so I'm just getting some of that on there. Okay, and then I have, let's see. I have this one here. I don't know if this one's different. This cuts 2 pieces into a Cars theme. So it's 1 piece of bread and it's making a smaller sandwich. Look at that. Okay, the grill's been on for almost 10 minutes now. I gotta get moving so I can get my first sandwich on there. Let's check this out though. Oh, there you go. So it's a tiny, tiny sandwich. I'm gonna grill it. Let's put a tiny, tiny piece of cheese in there. Doesn't really stay very well in regards to the shape. You know, maybe a different kind of bread, maybe Wonder Bread would be good for this. Okay, that's a little sandwich. My little pocket, my little Cars pocket. I have one more. Should I do it? All right. While I'm here, I'll be grilling like crazy. This one is Elmo. Okay, Elmo. All right, I gotta start grilling. Gotta start grilling. So just cut this one here, and let's see what happens. All right, let's do one more. And then I'm going to start grilling because I want to try all these different sandwiches. I've got a lot of eating to do. I can't eat all of these. I'm going to have to share. Okay, there he is. Let's flip him over this way. Let's get some cheese in him. Then we'll put it that way, kind of press. We'll butter his face. Sorry, Elmo. I gotta butter your face. Alright, I'll quickly get set up here. It won't take long. And then I will come back. We'll clean up a little bit of the buttering and I will start grilling. Alright, the grill is ready. I'm gonna do one of my thicker pockets first. And I'm not going to do both of these. I'll do one. This is the one with less cheese, just so I think it's going to bake better. I'm just finding my approach here. And here we go. This should sizzle pretty good. It's hot. Here we go. Okay. So we'll let that go. I'll see. I'll time it. I'll give myself a time frame here. Let me do, what, 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes on the side, and then we'll check it. So I'm going to not record that whole thing because it's not as fun to watch as a burger sizzling. So I will be back. All right, so it's been 1:45. I looked at it. It looks pretty good. Let me see if I can easily flip this. It's hard to hold the lid and flip at the same time. All right, so we'll give that one another 1:45, and then we'll check it out. All right, sandwich number 1 is ready. Total time about 4.5 minutes. Now, I can't let these sit too long because I want to check the cheese, right? You got to check your cheese. So I'm just going to kind of set it here, really. let me do that. And then I'm just gonna pull this one apart and see if it's melted. Ooh, it's hot, that's for sure. Ooh, ah, that was with the tomato. Ooh, it is melted, and it's piping hot. Look at that. So it's melted and gooey. Ooh, I have to eat that one. But let me put on the Elmo one. While I'm tasting that one, we'll let this one sizzle for us. All right, now set my timer. So about 2 minutes aside is really all it takes. All right, so here's the one that I took out originally. Look at that, nice and cheesy. And crispy. Cheesy and crispy. Mm. I like those little hot pockets. All right, so 2 minutes, we'll flip, and we'll check this one out. All right, ready to flip. Like I said, it's hard to hold that up. You want to get a second hand in here to... Ooh, that one was a little bit longer. I kind of like that. So this is the Elmo. So let me give this one 2 minutes, and then we'll check it out. All right, 2 minutes, and it looks good on both sides, and it's probably melty cheese. That's why it's having a hard time staying together. So let me move that to my big plate, and then I will do... Let me do the Minnie next. Here we go. Get her on there. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm going to attempt to flip this one, but like I said, it's hard to hold up the top and flip, and Minnie is very fragile. Maybe I can get it under each ear here and just be very careful. Here we go. Ooh, okay, we survived. All right, so a few more minutes, and then we'll do the little cars one next. All right, that one is done, so I will move this now to the plate off to the side. Hopefully it holds up without losing an ear. Okay, and then I will put on the cars one. It's really the last one. Here we go. Look at that sizzle. All right, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, so I'm going to check this one. I haven't really checked it, but yep, you can tell already that it's crispy on the bottom. Here we go. Hopefully we get a good flip. Nice. Now, sometimes I will push my grilled cheeses down, especially when looks like there's going to be a breach of the cheese, but this one's looking pretty good. I'll tell you what, let me see if I can get that one to stay up for you. It seems to be sizzling good. And I just need to clip these back panels down, or the back little clips on both sides. And I'll just leave this one go for a minute. Hopefully it'll stay. Nobody move. Okay, reset and start. All right, I could tell that one is ready to go. I just let it go for the whole 2 minutes. Here, I'll just show you the other side. Look at that, nice and crispy looking. And this top layer of bread seemed to slide, which means my cheese is good to go. And that's it for now. I am going to cook that last one. I'm going to put it on, but then move the grill out of the way and then get set up because it's just too good to pass up with 2 pieces of cheese in it. All right, so I won't show you this one till it's done. And then I'll get set up and we'll go over the other sandwiches. I gotta move my little clips out of the back. I'll be right back. We made it through the journey. I really feel these are journey videos. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how the toy's gonna work. I haven't used it before, so I'd say on my recap that it's the last one. I have the grill off and ready, so here we go. This one came hot off the grill, and look, there's a breach in the shell, and that's a nice gooey hot pocket. That one's piping hot. So overall, as you can see, I will give you a higher up view. They came out pretty nice. I mean, you don't see the internal shapes, but you see what they are. You can realize that, well, visualize that's the front of a car, visualize that that's Elmo, and visualize that's Minnie Mouse. And I'm going to say, as I was about to finish up, this thing works great. I think I want to pull this one apart. Here, let's see if I can chop it a little with this tool here. And then look inside here. We'll get a real close-up shot. Because I would say overall, this is probably one of the best toys I have ever shown. Look at that. Ooh. Chop it a little bit more. So look at all the cheese in there. That is a perfect grilled cheese in like 4 minutes. So pretty successful. And thanks for watching. If you want to see other cool toys like this and makers and ovens, you know where to go. In that description there's a playlist, or you could always search Lucky Penny Shop. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up.
Thanks for watching.